In this video, we will demonstrate how to share a My Drive folder. To begin, let's start in our School District of Philadelphia account. Make sure you are in My Drive and scroll down to the folder that you would like to share. Right-click on that folder, and for those of you who do not know how to right-click on a Mac, use 2 fingers and click the trackpad, and this should bring up your right-click option. When you right-click on the folder, you should get this list of options. The option we're going to use is the Share option. When I click on that Share option, it brings up a dialog box. At the top, we have the ability to directly share with individuals. We want to have access to this folder. Having access to this folder means that they will have access to the folder and all documents within. So let's start with sharing this with a particular user. I am going to start typing a user, and if I have shared files with this person before, their names will automatically pop up at the bottom, and simply click on their name and add them to the list. Now, if this is the first time I'm sharing with this user, I must type out their email in full before I can share it with them. And when I type it in full, their name will show up at the bottom. I click on that option and it will add them to the list. Once I have selected the user or users, I must now provide them with the level of access. By default, editor comes up. I click on that option and I have 3 different access levels. A viewer allows them to see files but not do anything more, allows them to comment on those files, and an editor is the highest level of access, which allows them to modify files, add, organize, or delete. So please decide on the level of access you would like this person or persons to have. An additional option you have is allowing these users to have an expiration date. So you can click on that and it then gives them access to a time and date temporary use. You can modify that time by clicking on the pencil and editing when they will have access to those files. Additional options for this is up in the settings box. If you click on that, we have additional options if you allow editors to change permissions or not to change permissions. You as the owner have that ability. You can elect not to edit that or leave it alone. So if I send this off, Shani will have access. Another option of sharing is, again, right-clicking on the folder, clicking Share, and I can click on General Access. This method gives me the ability to share with multiple people, and I don't have to specify all of their names. So I click on Restricted, and I get to choose different groups of access. So restricted will only give you access to those people that you have directly given access to. If you choose School District of Philadelphia, this will give access to folks within the School District of Philadelphia email access, or you choose anyone with a link, and when you choose anyone with a link, this will go and access anyone outside of the school district as well, school district and outside the school district. When you choose one of the options, most likely most of us will be choosing School District of Philadelphia, we then have to select the level of access. Depending on your needs, again, by default it will select viewer. You can make them commenters or editors, and they can either search in the search bar for this particular file, or they must have a link, which makes it more private. You determine the access level, and you can always update that access level whenever you decide you want to change the access level for these particular users. When you have selected that access level, to share it, we simply click on Copy Link. It gives us a note that it was copied, and we will then paste that link into whatever form you want to communicate, either in an email or as a link within a document. When that is complete, you click Done, and you have shared. You will have the ability now to share that link to others.